Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patara with you today on a highly requested video. I get a lot of questions about how we water our tomatoes and how we are watering our peppers. Our tomato plants have exploded, people. They are doing great. I'm telling you, this is the third season in a row with the lasagna style garden soil that we prepped as soon as we got up here on this homestead. We have now transferred over to the back to Eden style gardening, and I'm going to tell you right there, really look into these methods, okay? But nonetheless, in terms of watering, this is the watering system that I have continued to use. And as long as I can keep a manageable number of tomatoes, this is the route that I'm going to continue to go, okay? I have right now 40 tomato plants, 41. Cannot forget the cherry tomatoes. I have 41 tomato plants, okay? This is a lighter year for me. I had 106 2 years ago. We did 65 or something like that, maybe last year 60, over 60, and then this year I've cut back to 40. You know, you just learn what you can manage. You learn, you know, if I'm milking the cow and schooling the kids and doing all of these other things, you figure out real quick what you need to do. Well, watering tomatoes can be a timely process because you want to do it right. Okay, tomatoes, again, can't just be thrown out there and left to produce if they just completely fend for themselves. There's a lot of variables that make healthy tomatoes, and even that can be a challenge. The way you water is very important. Never water from the top. Don't get your leaves wet. You don't want to overwater, yet you can't underwater. You have to have certain amendments depending on what your soil is doing. This has really been very beneficial for me to conquer a lot of these issues. The back to Eden style gardening with heavy mulching and lots of great soil has been a great benefit as well, but I'm going to continue to use these. What are they, Patara? Okay, I get these, they're called Aqua Cones, and I have been buying these over the years, okay, from gardenersupply.com. They're not paying me for this, I'm just telling you what I like, okay? Okay, Gardener Supply, I love you. I love these right here. I have bought some other Aqua Cones from other companies. I was not impressed. In fact, I didn't even end up using them. I went back to this. So you can get 6 of these in a shipment. They're $9.99 for 6. And I'm telling you, it is worth the money. It is, because why go through the heartache of buying or growing tomatoes? Growing tomatoes, you got to start planting them and having the seedlings grow late January. And you're babying these things and you're finessing them, and then you've got to introduce them out to the elements and break them in, and then there's so much time and potentially money invested in tomatoes because we love them so much, right? So my theory is I am going to absolutely do the best that I can with them once they're established. To me, this is the way to go. When you order these, they're going to come like this, and you're going to have 3 different settings according to your soil type, right? Sand, loamy, and clay. Well, we're more clay-like, okay? Actually, up here on the mountain, we're not so much, but down in the Tennessee Valley, holy moly. Big old red clay, right? So, rocky top. So, this is where I continue to stay. So, on the other side, they have 3 little holes. Boop, boop, boop. And you're going to take a small nail, okay? And you're simply going to just poke a hole through it. Now, I'm going to be setting the rest of these up tonight when it cools down. We're in the 90s today, so I'm waiting until this evening to put all these new ones in. I only have 12 more to go to complete my whole set, okay? So you simply just poke the hole through. So that's what I just pulled this one up. So you see this one has been in the ground. It's muddy and a little bit of dirt and all that. And you set it at the base of the plant, okay? At the top, you're going to take 2 liters. RC Cola and a moon pie, okay? And you're simply going to collect these, however many you need. If you're going to have 12 Aqua Cones, you need 12 2 liters. It's very simple. Have your mama collect them when you go to the church brunch next week and they've got all the pop there. Take them home, you know, whatever. Buy you some RC and some moon pies, people. I mean, you know, whatever. And you're going to cut the top off. And you're simply going to attach them to, they just push down into the Aqua Cone. You kind of have to push them down. Now you've already got so you've got this, the Aqua Cone, you've got your hole punched through. You'll have to do it with a nail. It doesn't take a whole lot of, just one good tap and it goes through. Now what you want to do, now you can see this has been in the elements, and we'll see if I can turn it up. I put a little bit of sand down in there, play sand. I keep sand here anyway for my dust baths. My quail love dust bathing, and I have sand on hand all the time. A bag of nice, dry, clean play sand all the time. I try to keep it for different reasons. Dust bathing, and you need it for this, right? You're just going to stick this in at the base of the plant, okay? You want to test it first, make sure the water's coming through. You know, you want to make sure it's operating correctly. And you just stick it in there. And then however you need to water the plant. Right now, if you need to water your tomatoes, say once a day, preferably morning, you're just going to take your, you can take your hose gently and squeeze and fill the water up, or you can do what I do. I prefer to fill up little water buckets and then just pour them in. It really does not take that long. The kids and I get out and do it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Another thing that I've done with these, which I really like, is if I have a natural plant food, say for Miss Pauletta, or if I want to add a little extra calcium, a little extra something, after my plants are established, okay? And once these are in the ground and they're growing, I also put these things in here. Now what happens is the plant decides when does it need the water. The water is there and available for them. The roots make the decision on, am I thirsty or am I not? Some plants, it'll be amazing because you'll go out and you'll fill them up and you'll come back out and you'll walk down a line and all the water's gone. Okay, they were thirsty. You'll come up to one and most of the water is still there. Well, there's two reasons that could be happening. There is a chance that it got a little plugged up down here, but a lot of the times that tomato just wasn't thirsty. Wasn't ready to take that in at that time. You may come back in 6 hours and then it's empty or has less water. So you want to watch them, okay? You will be able to gauge exactly what is going on in terms of what your plants need much better, and because they tell you. This is your phone call. Hello, I'm thirsty. Hello, I'm going to wait a little bit, okay? You're going to have a visual aid to help you know what's going on in terms of water for your tomatoes. They're great, I'm telling you. Now let me give you a little helpful hint. Now I have 41 tomato plants and 12 pepper plants. So I have quite a few of these right now, okay? So obviously if you're just starting out, I recommend maybe start out with 2 packs, okay? And then at the end of the season, be watching, because I have caught these on sale before. I've caught them on like a clearance, a couple dollars off, or they'll have free shipping or things like that. So at the end of the gardening season, that's when you stock up for next year. So this has been something I've been building over the years, okay? I didn't just go out and buy, 60 or 70 of these this year. This has been something that I started with, say, 12 plants, and I used them and loved it. So I added and kept going. Now last year 2 years ago, I had 106 tomato plants. It's a lot for a girl to manage with everything else, and we loved it. But I will tell you that I didn't have enough water cones, so I had to keep standard with more of like a water drip or just basic watering system. Those plants didn't do near as good as these. In fact, that's the ones that I had to really treat for blight. We did conquer blight, but I'm telling you, this is going to help keep your blight issue down because you're not overwatering, you're not watering on the leaves. I mean, it's just so manageable, and they tell you what they need. So check these out. So again, very simple. We're going to get the last 12 in the ground for this year, and we just appreciate y'all watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment, share with your friends. This is really helpful for a lot of gardeners. If you've got a small backyard garden or you're getting started, I'm telling you, this is something you really want to consider using. It's going to save a lot of heartache. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Please check us out on Instagram. I love it there. It is so much fun. The pictures, and y'all are just great. So you definitely, if you're not on Instagram with us, you want to check us out. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a great seasoning. It's almost time for you to finish off those salsas and marineras. We're canning a lot here too. So y'all take care out there, and we'll talk to you soon.